How's it going, everyone? I'm the BTC Reaper. My goal on this channel is to teach you how to reap the rewards of trading when the price is going up or down. So over on Bitcoin Dominance for the daily, we did have a rising channel that we did cover yesterday. Our rising channel did end up breaking down, as you saw from that hourly, but we did recover, so we will get into what that means. Our stochastic does want to round, RSI is pulling back, momentum is rounding, VWAP is pulling back, and money flow does want to break bullish. Watch that money flow, if that VWAP holds bullish, money flow will go green. Then we will have a trend reversal. That trend reversal can give us further bullish momentum. Over on this 4 hour, we do have a bit of a consolidation range here overall that could be positive because that could make a bull flag. Remember, a bull flag is created when you have a consolidation range followed by a break forward. You measure your run forward, and then you apply that to your channel. That will give you a break up to that 67K, and that would be our neckline for our double bottom. So things are looking positive to push there. Stochastic does want to push up, VWAP is gaining strength, money flow is bullish, RSI is pushing forward. I would watch. If we hold this, we could see further bullish momentum. Over on the 2 hour, you can see we got consistent lows with weaker highs right now, but we are trying to make higher highs. If we can get some higher highs after getting this consolidation range, we can continue that bullish momentum, and then that would continue forward. Sorry about that. I can't get the word out now. Stochastic does want to push forward. That's the word I'm looking for. RSI is pushing up. VWAP does want to push forward. Momentum is gaining strength, and money flow does want to push forward. So we do look positive here. Over on the 1 hour, we did try to break away from our flag. This is our third touch to the top. So I would watch things very close. Usually after your third touch to the top, if you do not break back out and you continue to pull back in, you can end up breaking down. So watch at 63K. If we break that 63K and we break the 62,677, then we could lose further momentum. However, if we can stay in this range and see another push forward, we could still try to break forward. VWAP is staying bullish. Our momentum is pushing forward. Money flow does want to go green. So if that VWAP can continue forward, momentum will remain bullish and money flow can go green. If that money flow goes green and stays green for several hours, that will weaken higher or strengthen higher time frames. Green is bullish. Bullish pushes you up. As we say green, we will push forward. I will get rid of that channel because that's a little confusing to look at. So remember, if we can continue to push above the 63K, stay in this channel, we can continue toward our neckline. However, if we reject this area, I would watch for that further push down toward that 57K area. We do still have that lower futures gap that we could fill. Ideally, we would fill that gap sooner, but we don't want to come crashing down if you want this double bottom to play out. But if we do see our double bottom play out without filling our gap, that means we can make new highs and then come back crashing down. So exercise caution on that. So over on graph for the daily, we are rejecting resistance here at our 16,316. I would exercise caution. Stochastic is rounding, RSI is pulling back, momentum is rounding, VWAP is pulling back, money flow does want to reject. Watch that VWAP. If it holds bearish here, we will continue lower. So we aren't looking too positive right now. Over on the 4 hour, we are holding that 300 EMA. Watch for a continued bounce here. If we get continued bounce here, we will get higher lows. Then we need higher highs above that resistance of that 16,316 to continue a bullish trend and push us up. VWAP does want to push up. Momentum does want to gain strength. Money flow is trying to stay bullish, so we do look decent there on the 4 hour. Over on the 2 hour, VWAP is trying to hold bullish. Momentum does want to push forward. We do have a green dot, so that is positive. Money flow is pushing up, stochastic's gaining strength, and RSI is pushing forward, so we do look positive to continue a rebound. Over on the 1 hour though, stochastic is rounding, RSI is pulling back, that VWAP is staying bullish, and momentum wants to push forward. If that VWAP can stay bullish and get higher highs with this higher low, then we could push forward. However, if this VWAP makes a lower high, then gets lower lows from here, we will continue to reject and push toward that 14,316. So over on Ankr for the daily, we did try to break that 2883 and we got rejected. We did push our point control very close to it, but we did hold. Watch for a continuation to hold there. Otherwise, if we see further red candles in this area, we could break it, then push to that value area low of our fixed range volume profile. RSI and stochastic want to round. Momentum is weakening as VWAP tapers off and money flow is remaining bearish, so I would exercise caution. Over on the 4 hour, we are seeing price action reject that resistance area. We did get higher highs and now we do have a higher low, so watch for that to continue. If that continues, we could create a bullish trend. Watch for the highs and lows not to connect like they are right now. If they do not connect, then we have a bullish trend. That bullish trend can continue you forward. If they do connect, you have a rising channel that tends to break you down. Momentum does want to run. VWAP is favoring bearish. Watch that VWAP. If it continues to favor bearish, momentum will break down and money flow will lose strength. Over on the 2-hour, we are losing strength here. RSI is starting to push forward, but that stochastic is favoring bearish, so watch that close. VWAP is favoring bearish. Watch for a rejection. Momentum is breaking down and money flow is losing strength. So if VWAP does not reverse and get a bullish trend, we will see money flow weaken. Over on the 1-hour, our EMA bands tried to break down. The lower EMAs tried to pull back into our channel, but we are trying to scoop back forward. If we can continue forward and break that resistance, that will be positive. That will help spread these EMA bands apart and give us further bullish momentum to push to that 3079. RSI and stochastic are continuing forward. VWAP is staying bullish. Watch for that to continue. If it does, momentum will continue forward and money flow could bounce and not go into the red. Right now it is trying to flicker red, but if that VWAP gains significant strength here with higher highs and higher lows, momentum will push forward and money flow could reverse. That would strengthen those higher time frames. Over on XRP for the daily, I wouldn't really call it flag here. We had that before. It could be a symmetrical triangle as our highs and lows are kind of pointing inwards. They're kind of creating a peak. I would watch that is a 50-50 pattern. If it were to break forward, that would push us toward that 67. If it were to break down, it's likely we would push below that 54. Stochastic does want to round. Our size pulling back. VWAP does want to break bearish. Watch that VWAP close. Money flow is in the red. So if that VWAP breaks down, momentum and money flow will fall too. Or on the 4-hour, we are breaking our EMAs, but we have a long lower shadow candle. If followed by a strong green candle, we can continue forward. We do have higher highs with higher lows, but right now they are forming somewhat of a straight channel. Watch for that because that straight channel does create a rising channel that can end up breaking you down overall. Kind of hard to draw, so we could end up making another breakdown. This could be a freak breakout. If we lose that EMA level, that 300 EMA, that's likely where we would continue lower, push toward that 54, and possibly break down. So stochastic does want to pull back. RSI is weakening. Momentum is rounding. VWAP is favoring bearish. And money flow is starting to pull back, so exercise caution. Over on the 2-hour, we are overall losing our EMAs. Our lower EMAs are crossing below higher EMAs. If this continues, we will continue lower. Momentum does want to break down. VWAP is favoring bearish. Money flow is pulling back. So stochastic and RSI do want to drop, so I would exercise caution here. Over on the 1-hour, we did bounce off that 300 EMA. If we can continue forward from here, that will be positive. We need higher highs with higher lows. Right now, we have lower highs with lower lows, creating a bearish continuation that can break us down. If we get higher highs with higher lows, we can create a bullish continuation, reverse that trend, and push forward. But again, we are in a rising trend, so I would exercise caution. That could end up breaking us down. Finally, if there are no other special requests, we have ALGO. So ALGO did have this rising channel. We do have a potential rising channel here on the daily, if I can get this to highlight proper. So we do have this bit of a rising channel here. Again, exercise caution, those break you down. Stochastic does want to round. Our size pulling back. Our momentum is rounding away. VWAP is starting to get lower highs and round. Watch for lower lows. If we get lower lows, momentum could break down and money flow could go from green to red, giving us further bearish momentum. Over on 4-hour though, we are holding the 300 EMA. That is very positive. If we can stay above this and break and hold above that 1350, then we can continue forward. However, if we lose either of these, then we could continue lower. RSI is starting to push down. Stochastic is weakening. VWAP does have lower highs with lower lows. If that continues, momentum will break down. Money flow will continue to weaken and the daily will push down. Over on the 2-hour, we do have an indecision candle, this doji candle. Watch very closely. RSI is pushing up. Stochastic is indecisive. VWAP does want to break neutral, but it's struggling. Momentum is pushing down, and money flow is green. But if that VWAP rejects, that money flow can go from green to red, and we can get a trend reversal, which would weaken those higher time frames and start to push us down toward that 300 EMA once again. And if we don't hold that 1295, then we could continue right around that like 1175, and then we have that 1032. Over on the 1-hour, stochastic is rounding. RSI is pulling back. VWAP is bullish, but it's very weak, so watch it very close. It's not far behind breaking down. It's not really one way or the other right now. It does have more consistent highs than lows, but it's not very strong, so we could easily see a big low, and then that could hold and create a bearish trend like back here. Our momentum does want to round, but we have bullish divergence, so watch very close. If that VWAP can get significant highs, then we could gain strength and push forward. However, if we do not do that, I would exercise caution. Thank you for watching tonight's channel. I hope you have a great night.